So, you've run the marathon, sold the raffle ticket, dressed up, entered the 4-ball, begged and borrowed and finally reached your fundraising target. Thanks for all your hard work, and most of all, congratulations! You've made it to the Mellon Educate pre-departure briefing. Each and every one of you play a key role in making this school building blitz a huge success. Just a few more steps before we get stuck in, helping thousands of children get a quality education. One of those steps is to pay careful attention to this video. How did this all begin? It started with a heart and a brick.
When a chap called Mellon went on holiday to South Africa, he saw, beyond the spectacular views, something that he couldn't ignore. Smart, proud people living in dilapidated shacks with no electricity, no running water, no sanitation. And Niall knew he needed to change this. So one man with a kind heart inspired something huge. A collective effort of over 22,000 volunteers working together, building 25,000 beautiful houses, which became a blueprint for millions of homes in South Africa. Then one day, Nelson Mandela shared some wise words with Niall. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And so a new vision was born, building schools and training teachers, creating a legacy that would grow and grow. Since 2013, Mellon Educate has been improving school infrastructure as well as teaching and learning in under-resourced schools in townships in South Africa. The charity's mission is to support the provision of quality education for a minimum of 100,000 disadvantaged children by 2025.
Every one of you in this room are about to become part of a collective effort. Thanks to all our volunteers who are joining us this November. We are so excited to welcome our brand new volunteers. We cannot wait to meet you and share the Building Blitz experience with you. Never forgetting our veteran volunteers, we are so delighted that you are returning with us once again. It just wouldn't be the same without you. This will be our 8th Mellon Educate School Building Blitz and our 19th Building Blitz week in our 20th year of the charity's existence. Our mission, over 6 days, in 2 schools, is building 13 new classrooms, 1 playground, 2 covered shelters, 2 literacy hubs, 2 kitchens, as well as improving many other classroom facilities, impacting the quality of education for over 2,300 children. The 2 schools are Yomelela and Injongo Primary Schools in Khayelitsha Township. Mellon Educate visited the schools to take a closer look.
Hi volunteers, we're back again in Khayelitsha. I'm standing now at the entrance of Yomelela Primary School. Today I came to the school and met with the principal and to show and share with him the amazing work that's going to be done in November. The school is situated in Khayelitsha Township, where most of our people live in informal settlements or shacks and where poverty rate is very high. They come to school, they are hungry, and their schools are overcrowded. The township is the 2nd largest township in South Africa. On this very spot where I'm standing, you will be building
3 trade arts, 1 literacy hub, 8 classrooms, 1 kitchen, 1 toilet block, 2 covered shelters, 1 playground.
Hello volunteers, my name is Bongiseni Dlaku, the principal of the school called Yomelela. This project to us, it will mean a light. We've been sitting in the dark for quite long. I mean to say it will be an opportunity to learn free, feel free, and also it build the ownership of your school, I mean to learners. And really, it's going to be a legacy that we cannot forget it, and also that will stay for some decades to come. I can't wait to speed up the month. I so wish now there's few weeks left, but we need to wait up until the November. So we'll be welcoming you here, guys, and we welcome you in advance.
Not far from your Mellon Primary School is Injongo Primary School, which will be our second school for the Building Blitzes. We will be building classrooms, kitchen, and of course, Mellon Educate Literacy Hub. Let's hear more from the principal.
Good day, I'm Mellon, principal of Injongo Primary School in Khayelitsha. I would like to extend a sincere word of gratitude from the bottom of our hearts for the kind of work that will be done by the volunteers in terms of building classrooms, because our school has 3 grade R's, and yet we have 1 brick and mortar classroom for grade R. We are looking forward to have Mellon Educate Literacy Hub at our school, because it will definitely make an impact in terms of improving our reading and writing, because we're struggling with reading in our school. That will definitely make an impact. I'm looking forward to welcoming all the volunteers at my school, and they must rest assured this is going to be their home away from home.
I would like to thank all the volunteers for your continuous support to Mellon Educate, and I would like to say to all the new volunteers, you are in for a fantastic week. We are here with the learners to welcome you all. Yay!
Building additional classrooms allowed the Mellon Educate Literacy team to establish our very successful community-centred literacy hubs at these schools. Watch the next video to find out why Mellon Educate have shifted our focus to address the literacy crisis in South Africa.
Ek weet daar is 'n groot agterstand waar kinders nie eintlik gehelp word om te lees nie. Ek self 5 kinders het. En ek weet dit is 'n voordeel wat ons het om 'n kind te kan leer lees en skryf. Ek dink as ons hierdie werk gehad het, dan het ons ook nie geweet wat 'n agterstand die kinders het nie. So ons is bevoorreg om hierdie program in ons skool te hê.
COVID-19 has widened the learning gap of our learners, and even before 2020 there were huge learning barriers in terms of our learners, and this program with the Ready Steady Read Write couldn't have come at a better time.
The levels of literacy at the school are very low. We are trying with this initiative to improve the levels of the school. The aim is to inculcate a culture of reading at the school.
The Mellon Educate Literacy program is focused on closing the gap in basic reading and writing skills for learners from grade R to grade 3. Our learners spend 1 hour once a week in the Literacy Hub, and where they receive one-on-one tutoring. This one-on-one tutoring allows the learners to develop their confidence while learning to read and write in a very relaxing and nurturing environment.
In ons hub werk ek met 9 tutors. Ons literacy tutors is baie gewillig om te werk met die kinders. Hulle het 'n groot passie vir wat hulle doen. Hierdie program, as dit vir meer skole kan bereik, dan sal my hart ook bly wees, want ons kinders het definitief hierdie program nodig.
Ek is baie lief vir die werk wat ek doen, en ek het 'n passie vir die werk wat ek doen by die skool. Die verskil wat ek gesien het met die program, die kinders begin, hulle kan nog nie letters bou nie, maar soos die maande gaan, kan ons sien hier nou na die 2de, die 3de maand toe, dan sien ons, hulle kry confidence, ken hulle nou, hulle kan self 'n sinnetjie skryf.
Although reading for meaning is our main focus, our program is community-centered. So we don't just work with the child, but we also upskill the young people from the community.
Our Mellon Educate program trains young people from communities around our schools to be tutors. So not only are the learners benefiting from our program, we are creating employment opportunities to our young adults in communities.
Het was vir my so 'n voorreg dat dit my geïnspireer het om na my community ook te gaan. Want as ek van die skool af huis toe gaan, dan sien ek daar sit net kinders op die strate en elke Saterdag doen ek die program. Dit het my so geïnspireer om in my community ook 'n community service elke Saterdag vir die kinders te doen.
Our Mellon Educate literacy tutors receive intensive training for this program. They also receive training in other skills which can assist them for their future career. Many of our tutors opt to study teaching after completing our program. And this is all made possible through our multi-year partnerships we have with many organizations.
I am inspired, really. This program has inspired me a lot. It has brought food on my table. It has brought me back my dignity because everybody in my community, they respect me for the work that I'm doing, for the help that I'm giving to the kids. I want to open up my creche. I want to pay back to my community for the information that I've got from here. I want my community as well to benefit from it.
Dit is 'n baie groot verantwoordelikheid wat ons het om met die kinders te werk. Maar dit kom ook met 'n voorreg wat ons het om met hulle te werk. Dis 'n voorreg. En ek hoop dat hierdie program baie skole sal bereik. Want daar is kinders wat nie kan lees nie. Hulle maak nog steeds hulle klanke onderste bo. Hulle het nog nie 'n idee hoe om regte wat te skryf nie. So ons het, sal ek sê, baie werk.
With our volunteers and donor support, we are planning to scale up this community-centred literacy hub and tutor model by placing it into additional disadvantaged schools and communities across the country. By now, you will be inspired and energised for this life-changing blitz. Just a few more very important bits of information. Listen carefully. Alongside our goal of improving school infrastructure, we also have a responsibility to be environmentally friendly. To expand on our current efforts and make greater strides in looking after our environment, we have implemented a strict no plastic water bottle policy. We ask that you bring your own reusable water bottle this year and a clip or belt to carry it around on your person while you are working. We will provide you with personalised stickers for every bottle so that it can be clearly identified as your own. All your water will be supplied from water trucks located on site. We already make use of biodegradable tea and coffee cups with recycling areas in place, and we would appreciate all volunteer support and assistance in ensuring that as much as possible of our recyclable waste is placed in the clearly marked recycle bins. On-site information. Last bus to site will depart at 7 a.m. sharp. It will not wait around. A hard hat and steel boots must be worn. Your name badge must be visible. You must wear your kit t-shirt on site every day. Please remember that you are working on a building site and appropriate clothing is required. Red card if you break these rules more than once, which means a flight home. All volunteers on site are broken into groups. The groups are made up of a mixture of trade and non-trade volunteers. There are 4 key roles to remember. Foreman. The foreman is the manager of the group. They wear a yellow hard hat. They coordinate all of your work. When you arrive on the first day, they will hold a meeting and assign your duties for the week. Volunteer support. Volunteer support will help with the smooth running of the group and deliver daily updates and communications. They will help with any problems you may encounter interacting with fellow volunteers. Health and Safety Officer. Our Health and Safety Officer's role is to work side by side with the foreman to ensure that we have a safe and healthy working environment for all. They wear a red hard hat. Medical team. The medical team is based on the site compound throughout the working day and in the hotels in the morning and evenings. Remember, foremen, health and safety officers, volunteer support and medics are all volunteers just like you. They have raised their funds just like you and have voluntarily taken on extra responsibility to ensure the smooth running of the Blitz Week. They are your colleagues and partners in this week. If you have any issue that you feel strongly about, please speak with Blitz staff. Health and safety. Our policy is the provision of a safe and healthy working environment for all volunteers during the course of the Building Blitz. Look after yourself and others. You must wear minimum personal protection equipment. Hard hat, safety boots or steel toe boots, gloves and shirts. All cuts and bruises must be covered. Wraparound glasses are a necessity. Long trousers are strongly recommended. Always remember, a tidy site is a safe site. Read your health and safety book before departure. Security. Security of the volunteers is at the top of our agenda. We take it very seriously and have a professional security team working with us throughout the week. Here are a few very important guidelines how to keep safe during the week of the Building Blitz. The building site. Do not take chances, whether it is your first time or fifth time on the Blitz. Do not cross the site boundaries. Do not take valuable personal belongings with you on site, such as jewellery, money, phones, expensive cameras or passport. Never walk alone. Only stay in groups of 4 or more people, especially at night time. Always ask the hotel to call you a taxi, no matter how short the journey. Never use on-street ATMs. Only use ATMs accompanied by a group. And remember, a group is 4 or more people. Always exercise caution, because your health and safety is our priority. Educational program. Our educational program is a very important part of the Building Blitz. Whether you are a first-time volunteer or a long-standing veteran, please make the time to attend community and school visits we have arranged this year. It will help you to see and better understand what local families and communities are enduring. It will allow you to talk to people you are helping by taking part in the Building Blitz. It will inspire you to work even harder to help those who are in need. We kindly ask you to always remember we are guests in these schools. These are real lives and real people. Please treat the children as you would want your own children to be treated. Respect the local customs and culture, and always ask for permission to take photographs. Never presume. Please check the visit schedule with volunteer support. Donations. The local communities really appreciate the donations our volunteers bring to them. But we ask you, do not donate directly on site or during the educational visits. This causes huge security issues for the recipients and compromises the family. Each year, as always, we will work with the local community leaders and social workers to ensure that everything is distributed fairly. Donations to the local community, and especially the children, are a huge part of our Building Blitz. We know that many of you have spent months collecting toys and clothing to bring with you in November. We have a variety of flights reserved this year. Please contact the office in relation to your individual luggage allowance to enable you to bring as much as possible with you. Blitz logistics and practicalities. Your flight tickets will be sent to you 14 days before departure. You must have a valid passport, and it must be in date 6 months after your visit is completed. This year, most of you will have 2 flights to take to get to Cape Town, and the total travel time will be about 17 hours. We will be staying in one hotel, the Cape Sun, Strand Street, Cape Town. For any queries or issues, a help desk at the hotel is manned by charity staff between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. every evening. A medic will be on call from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. every evening. Our insurance requires that all volunteers must have their fitness to travel signed off by their GPs before travelling. We will require proof of vaccination against COVID-19 before you travel. To reduce the risk of contracting COVID-19 during the Building Blitz, clean your hands often using alcohol-based hand rub available on site. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. We ask that all volunteers bring 10 antigen tests each for regular testing, as they are not readily available in Cape Town. For the sake of your fellow volunteers, please be honest if you are displaying any symptoms of COVID-19. Test yourself and await your result. Wearing a mask on transport is your personal choice. We have contingency plans in place for all eventualities. Rest assured that we will look after you in the event of anything happening to you. Mellon Educate will continue to follow the guidance of the World Health Organization and national governments, alongside relevant local precautions. Please check with your doctor regarding vaccinations and boosters you may require for Cape Town. When working on site, be realistic with your fitness. Take regular breaks. Drink at least 8 bottles of water per day. Lunch on site will be provided. Never accept food from locals. It is the policy of the charity to police vet all our volunteers. If you have not yet returned your police clearance form, please contact the charity office immediately. Read up about your destination before you travel. Be knowledgeable and respect local culture and customs. Always ask permission when taking photographs. Never presume. We recommend you to bring the following items on the Building Blitz: steel toe boots, light rain jacket, fleece jacket, and some warm clothes. Light, loose clothing, small medical kit, prescription medication, lots of sun cream, after sun, insect repellent, and wraparound sunglasses.
I want to thank all of you for the incredible effort each and every one of you have made to fundraise and work so hard to gather together the funds to come to Africa. We're very excited. Can't believe it's been 3 years since we've had a Blitz in Cape Town. So I think it's always special, but certainly after such a big gap, it's going to be extra special. And I look forward to seeing you all in Cape Town. Thank you.